Hey guys, it's your girl Stacie and I'm back once again with another video. And today's video, I'm going to show you step by step on how I make my green seasoning. I would really suggest you pausing the video at this point so that you can write down all of the ingredients that I have listed here in order to make my version of my green seasoning. There are an array of things, as you can see, listed, as well as you see now playing in the video. I do have a lot of greens and a few pops of color, some spices, and I'm using the rice wine vinegar because it does have a bit of sweetness. I didn't use very much, and I also did not list measurements, so please pay attention to what you see throughout the video. I will do my best to list measurements. As you know, I do a pinch of this and a pinch of that and a little bit more here and there, so please bear with me and pay close attention, because there really isn't no exact measurement. I go based on flavor profile and taste. So I'm going to start with a little bit of the rice wine vinegar. Honestly, I had just that much left and that's what I used. And I put enough of the rice wine vinegar and the grapeseed oil to cover the blades in my food processor. So I want to say maybe there's an ounce of liquid that I put in, which also includes the juice of one lime. Now, I like the juice of a lime because it does also add to the preserving process, so that way it allows for me to keep this in the fridge for up to a week. Sometimes it can last up to 2 weeks. I say sometimes because I do a lot of cooking, so it does go pretty quickly in my household, and I use this with everything that I cook. It could be from a teaspoon to half a cup depending on what it is that I'm making. So now that I've added all the liquids in, I'm going to go ahead and just start adding the chopped up veggies, which would be the garlic, the onion, the thyme, the green pepper, whatever I can get in there first to create the first paste-like base that I'm looking for. And yes, I did add some basil in there. I do like basil. It adds a unique flavor to your dishes. Completely optional for you to use, but if you'd like to know how I get my food to taste the way it does and you've tried my recipes, this is the way to go. So basically what we're going to continue doing is to add gradually, but the first step is to make sure that you get your first set of the green seasoning pulp down to like a paste. You can see the consistency that we're going for. We want to maintain that. So after I do the first set, I go ahead and I pour some out and I leave a little bit of the paste. You'll see there in the video, I leave some of it in there, half of what we first started with, and I'll go ahead and I'm just stuffing it in. I'm so accustomed to making this. Oh God, man, don't judge me, eh? I'm so accustomed to make it. I just be stuffing it in there, and I put as much as I can. It has nothing to do with impatience. It has everything to do with me just being who I am. I stuff it in, yeah. It is what it is, all right? So we're gonna stuff and pulp, and we're gonna pulse it, and I pulse it, and I also use the ice cube chopping setting, but you know, go with at your pace. So again, we're going to keep repeating these steps. I pour out half and then I add the rest of what's left of the thyme and the cilantro, whatever's left in your bowl. There's no particular order as to what you add first and last. I added a little bit more vinegar because it was starting to get too thick, and then I go ahead and I add the dry ingredients, which are the spices, and that also includes the brown sugar and such. Now, a quick note is that I specifically use vegetable stock because of the fact that I do also cook vegan dishes. It's important for me to be respectful to those who don't eat meat, so therefore I will only use the vegan stock cubes. However, over the holidays or any time that I know that I'm going to cook something that is meat heavy, I will gravitate towards chicken over beef. That also depends on if I'm making oxtails and whichever, but either way, you can use whichever one. Just be sure to use it because it does have a high level of salt content in it, and that allows for you not to have to add salt to this, although I do add a little pinch of salt into it because I feel like it helps with preserving it along with the white vinegar and the rice wine vinegar. You do not have to use the rice wine vinegar for this particular recipe. Honestly, any type of vinegar you have will suffice, even apple cider vinegar. And here it is. This is the end result. Please note that when you first make it, it will be a bright and fresh green, and then it does darken a little bit in the fridge, so don't worry about that. And it will last up to a week to 2 weeks maximum. I'm really, really happy that I got to get this video done because I've been getting a lot of questions asked as to how I make this. So I just want to say a quick thank you to all my viewers and my subscribers. And if you're new here, hey, I see you. Welcome. Thank you for watching. And remember, God is so good, y'all, all the time. And all the time, God is good.